Today we're going to be looking at, in my opinion, the best value in a luxury sedan. And this is going to seem odd to you, but I think this is the perfect example. This is a 2016 Lexus ES350. What I like about that is I can show you how this vehicle is aging very well. It looks modern. If you told me this is a 2019 or 2020 vehicle, I believe you. Some people may not be a fan of that big grille, but I don't know, it's kind of grown on me. Anyway, this vehicle has 18-inch wheels, not huge wheels, but it has nice lines. I do wish the accent came through here, but stepping back out and taking a look at the bigger picture, this vehicle has a naturally aspirated engine and it's built with Toyota quality, and it does not have questionable technologies in it like BMW, Audi, and Mercedes like to incorporate. That's why I think it's a good deal, because you're not sacrificing looks, quality, ride, or performance when you're getting in a Lexus. The back of this vehicle looks great. It does have actual dual exhaust, and the back looks very modern. It looks mature, it looks classy. Anyway, we'll go ahead and hop in this vehicle. It does open wide. It is a 2016, so you're gonna have incandescent lighting. This is soft touch, this is soft touch. I like the stitching in here. This is a Toyota product, so it's not going to be doing too much in the interior. I really wish this had a an actual metal accent here, but I like the one that they have here. That's dope. Like the hardback, this is a soft hardback. And the seat, plenty of room back here. This is a luxury touch. A lot of luxury manufacturers do this. You have vents back here. You know, the charging option is not great, but it is a 2016. You know, these seats are comfortable. They're not super bolstered or concave, but, you know, I do like the stitching in here. They kind of look old school. Like, they don't look the most modern. Back here, you have a nice cup holder with like a soft touch lid when you're not using this, and this is very comfortable. It's a very natural fit for my arm. You know, looking in the back, you do have an automatic sunshade, so that's dope. You also have LED lighting in here. That's super dope. And you have a moonroof back here. You have a great amount of lighting in here. It feels very spacious and comfortable. And then you have a sunroof back here. This is a look at the front cockpit. Again, this is understated, and Lexus does this intentionally, because if you look, they use kind of a tan silverish paint on the interior, whereas they could have used chrome and kind of made this pop. This back seat is comfortable. I could sit back here for as long as you wanted me to. There's good room for my feet. I wear a size 13 shoe. Hopping in the front seat, these doors feel very solid, and then they're light at the same time. So I like that. These seats do look more traditional than modern, but that was the case when this car came out. I really miss accenting here again. And so you have memory seats. And I will say this, like, if you're familiar with Lexus, you can kind of see like these kind of demure touches here are part of the reason why Audi overtakes them, in my opinion, in a lot of things. Because, you know, they could have made it more modern. I mean, this thing has heated and cooled seats. So it's just like, I mean, if you're doing that in 2016, you know, you can add a little bit more pop and pizzazz. Yeah, like in an Audi, this would probably be a flat bottom steering wheel. I love that you have a button for the trunk, and the hood release is right there. Ease of use is one thing that I'll give Lexus credit for. In their cabins, you're not going to be doing a lot of guesswork. You know, I'm not a huge fan of this, but, you know, it's easy enough to use. You know, to change the driving dynamics is pretty easy here. You get 3 options. This cup holder's weird, and it would block some things, access to control. So that's not well placed. I don't like that. You know, the recessed display is kind of old school, but it looks classy and chic to me. The clock is a nice touch. The controls here, interesting, but still, ease of use is here. All right, and here's another cup holder here. So this center console situation here is kind of weird. You push this to close it. It is soft close. It'll last forever. And then looking in here, you have some charging options and some audio in. And this is pretty good space. So, you know, once you get to the Lexus level, you're not really trying to put soccer balls and stuff in the center console. But I love like the lines here and kind of the curvature with the bowing out. I like that there is a curve, but it's not intruding so much in the cabin that you lose space. This button here to open the glove compartment is dope. Obviously, these doors feel solid. I do feel a little bit recessed in sitting in this cockpit, and this seat is not super comfortable. You can see over the hood line, but again, you know, you don't feel like you're sitting like kind of at mid-height. It's a little bit below mid, which I'm not a fan of in a mid-size luxury car. You do have blind spot monitoring, you know, some parking, rear probably cross traffic alert. Your mirror buttons here, electronic, and they're right here, which is way better placement and way better quality than the little stock that they usually put over here that could break pretty easily. Trip odometer and all that stuff are in here. You have lane departure, collision warning. So, I mean, this is a good vehicle. Like, and I'm making a lot of complaints about the cabin being boring, but if you hop in, if you look at my video with a 7 Series BMW, I think it was like a 2020 or 2018, the cabin doesn't look any more modern than this one does. I wish this was kind of like either painted silver or a metal grille, but that's okay. We'll take a look at this mirror. This is felt. That's incandescent, so interesting. You do have Safety Connect here, so it's probably a collision reporting system there. And this is an auto dimming mirror, which is very clear. Yeah, I mean, everything in this vehicle feels solid, feels very high quality. I do have some arguments about the design, but man, as soon as I start this vehicle up and cut on the ventilated seats, I'm done. I'm buying this thing. A 2016, like, I would buy this over an A6. I would buy this over a 5 Series. I don't know about an E-Class. I really do like the Mercedes E-Class, but just the worry-free, you know, purchase of a 7-year-old luxury car is kind of priceless to me. Sorry, this vehicle is not, or this video is not super technical, but we're gonna go with the flow. I like the interior space here in the trunk. This is a good amount of space. You're not gonna be hauling around 7 kids if you're driving a Lexus like this, so this is good enough for golf clubs and a carry-on, even a large suitcase or two. You have anchor points in here. This trunk feels solid. The step-in height in this vehicle, even though you sit recessed, it doesn't feel like you're sitting on the floor or falling in when you get into the vehicle. So ease of exit and entry is great, which is important for a lot of people. Obviously, there are hydraulic hood struts here. You're not going to be working on this V6 engine. Like, when you buy a Lexus, that's not a thing, really. You can, though, if you want to. I mean, your battery's here, air box is here. If you lift that up, you could probably do a little bit of work. But, yeah, I mean, this is going to be a high quality engine. The only thing I would probably change, I don't like this silver engine cover. I would want like a black one, and it looks old school. It looks like this would be something you'd find in like a 4Runner. So it doesn't look super modern under the hood, but you're not going to be popping that as much. Super high quality vehicle though. And again, this looks, if you told me this is a 2021 20, I'd believe you.